Welcome back to 1111 with Chaga Tea. I'm Fiona Barrett. I'm a health coach and creator of Supernatural Lipstick, and we have an award-winning chef as a guest with us today, but I'm going to let my fabulous co-host Roberta tell you more about her.
Thank you very much, Fiona. And this is my fabulous co-host also. We always have so much fun.
We do.
One of the reasons we're having so much fun today is that Kristen Thibeault is with us. She is an award-winning chef from Lynn, Massachusetts.
Yes.
And we just want to welcome you here and thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And I'm sure our audience would like to hear a little bit about you.
Yes, please share.
I've actually been a chef for about the last 4 or 5 years, in and out. I made the decision after a pretty life-changing event. I was diagnosed with cancer in 2008, actually a double cancer diagnosis. And I decided that, life is really short and you just don't know.
Yeah.
And I needed to live my dreams. So I decided to leave my career. I'd been 18 years in the beauty industry, which was wonderful. Loved it, as you know. It's felt I decided, though, that really what is in my heart of hearts is cooking for people and finding ways to sort of share my healing vision for food through cooking.
You have a special type of cooking that you do.
Yes.
I do, yeah.
Yes.
Actually, I'm a vegan chef, and I'm committed to doing all plant-based food. So I have really spent a lot of time kind of exploring ways to bring plant-based food to the mainstream and make it something that really everybody can enjoy.
Yeah, and let's dispel some of the myths around the image of vegan food, because you were just talking about that.
I think people think that it's all dirt and twigs and it's not going to taste good and there's never any flavor and it's really boring and you have to do the om position before you eat it, and there's just all these things that people think. You actually don't. You can, but you don't.
It's not compulsory.
Right, it's not compulsory. My goal is to really always sort of position veganism or plant-based food, which I actually prefer to call it plant-based. If you take a piece of chicken, right, and you take a plain piece of chicken and you put it into water and do nothing to it and boil it, it's not going to taste good. Right?
That's true.
Same thing goes with tofu, tempeh, any vegetables. It's really about how you cook it and sort of the intention with which you prepare the food that makes all the difference in the taste of the food. So whether it be chicken or tofu, it's really about how good you are as a chef and sort of the creativity you bring to what you do.
Yeah, and a lot of our viewers tend to be creative, artistic types, and so food needs to appeal to all the senses. So tell us a little bit about how you create that with your vegan choices, your plant-based
I think
choices.
food is one of those experiences of life that really is about everything that you're experiencing when you're eating whole herbs and spices in my food. I think is one way to make sure that the aromas smell really good. I always make sure that every plate that I prepare has a really nice color palette. I focus a lot on trying to do things very fresh, very bright and colorful, that smell really good, they look good, and of course they taste good. And the other thing I think is that we forget about is that they feel good. I put a lot of intention into my cooking, which is sort of in my macrobiotic training. In that every cut that I make, every food that I prepare it's not really not only a gift for me, but it's also a gift for the people that I'm preparing it for.
So if I wanted a delicious vegan breakfast, what might I get?
Last week I did a really yummy pumpkin polenta. And I make my polenta with coconut milk. So it's really satisfying, very calming to the body. I use cardamom and cinnamon, which are kind of nice awakening herbs for the morning. So you kind of a little bit of a pick-me-up without
sweetness.
caffeine. And I actually use my own blend of sweetener. I don't use any sugar or flour in my cooking at all. I'm completely gluten-free. But for sweetness, I use a blend of stevia, which is a plant-based sweetener, xylitol, which is also another plant-based sweetener, and then agave. And the combination of those three allows me to have a sweetness that tastes very much like sugar without the spice. I also I do a lot of fresh squeezed juices. I do a lot of raw cooking for my clients. So you might, if I were cooking for you, you might have raw oat groats oat groat with raspberries, for example. Might be.
So for our viewers, just so that they do appreciate everything that you do.
I actually have a variety of things that I do for my clients. I am a personal chef, and that means that I can go into your home. I can cook for your family, breakfast, lunch, dinner, prepare all the meals for you, do your shopping, manage your pantry, manage your fridge, keep everything stocked. I do that service.
That's a gift.
That's a good service.
It's a wonderful service. For people that want a little bit less than that, I also do a weekly meal delivery service. So for basically the cost of your grocery, you can actually have me cook all of your food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for you. And what I do, I have a commercial kitchen in Lynn. And so I cook everything there, and then I deliver it into your home, and it goes into your fridge, and you can just pull it out and reheat when you're ready. And then the third thing that I do, which has also become really popular, is I do a lot of home cooking classes. I do a lot of girls' night out dinner parties.
That's fun.
And then beyond that, catering as well.
That's fabulous. Wonderful.
I've been lucky enough to compete in 3 different competitions and won all 3 of them, which was pretty exciting.
Yeah, congratulations.
Most recently, and the biggest award that I won was San Pellegrino hosts what's called the Almost Famous Chef Award. And it happens every year. This was the 12th year. And I competed against about 450 other culinary students.
Wow.
Because I'm actually currently going to school at Le Cordon Bleu. And and I won that award. So I'm actually the 2013 Almost Famous Chef, which is really an honor.
Yeah. Well, we're honored
It's
to
an
be
honor.
with you.
Yes, it's an honor for us to have you here with us
Yeah.
today.
Thank you.
So shall we toast with some Chaga tea?
I think so. Would you like to?
I would love to.
Okay.
That'd be great.
Good luck to you. And I hope that people will connect with you
Yeah.
and try out some home deliveries and maybe a special event in their home.
Thank you
It'll
so
be
much.
really great,
Thank you.
really.
Yes,
And we'll be
well-deserved,
giving-
award-winning personal chef.
Definitely. We'll be giving your links and information as well.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Cheers.